Hi everyone. Let me read you something. The first time a would-be warrior holds a sword, he believes power to be inherently resident in the weapon itself. Many of those who use tools to create something in their lives think that the power and ability lies within the tool itself. But when the would-be warrior learns to wield the sword, he learns that the power lies in him, and therefore all the responsibility for that power lies in him and his actions. The throne upon which a ruler sits is given the honor of being the seat of power. Yet no order, no law, or power comes from that throne. It comes from the ruler seated upon it. Many would-be warriors seek training in the skills of the sword and axe. I first teach them the art of self-control and discipline, because how can you act with responsibility and the whole weight of your power if you do not understand what it is to give order to something? I am the man of war that can teach you to own your power, teach you to act in this world with precision, courage, force, and ambition. I am the armored Sun King who does not fight or seek conflict. Conflict demonstrates power imbalance and a desire for power. Power is never to be a goal, but a resource within you that you can access if you understand order and responsibility. I just find that quite beautiful, and it is in the book for the Tarot Lumnato, and it is speaking about Aries. We're doing a reading on Aries full moon, or new moon, excuse me. So I thought it was kind of fitting to read that beautiful description, because really it's the energy we're being asked to take on now. You know, this is the type of energy where we really want to engage. I'm feeling it through all my readings. You know, you think of Aries, you want to go after something, right? You want to, if you can dream it, you can see it, you can have it. What's that saying by Picasso? Everything you can imagine is real. And that's the energy I know we're being asked to take on. I could feel it in all my readings. Definitely all the April, every sign. And I was feeling it a little in the March also. But so, because remember, I kept saying about starting new businesses, and now's the time to go after it, and you know, so we're kind of like the fool right now. Okay. You know, this is a time where because then we have Mars coming into play. So, you're either going to be passionate, and going after things, or you could be, I feel like this is going to be your choice. You could be angry and that type of energy. So, but I feel like that's your choice. That's our choice. Okay, I'm going to pull a major arcana. And that's all this deck is, major arcanas. I love the sound of them. So we have temperance. Okay. So the reason I did this is I really just wanted to find out what type of energy we need to take on. You know, any advice, whatever we could get. And temperance is quite beautiful. You know, temperance is about divine timing. You know, and I'm adding our numbers up, which add up to a 5, which talks about now. Now. So, the timing must be now, I guess. Okay. Alright, guys, we're going to do a short video. And we are going to use the Tarot Illuminato. How could I not? I feel this is also going to be a very intuitive and psychic moon. Definitely felt that. Remember, there's nothing too big to dream for here. Just like Picasso said, everything you can imagine is real. I'm doing this in the evening, under low lights, which I like. It does make it a little harder for me to see the cards on the monitor, but that's okay. Bring my little candle over. Okay. So I think I'm just going to do 3 or 4 cards. And then I think bring the crystal vision out. We have the Queen of Wands. Perfect. Psychic. Go get her. Everything. Everything we just talked about. So, beautiful. It's like front and center. She's got her cat on her lap. You know, a lot of times the cat is down at her feet. It's on her lap. You know, the cat to me is her psychic. You know, her psyche. And sitting on her lap. So, take advantage of that. I know I always do. Ugh. We have the 9 of Swords. And we have the Princess of Cups. Okay. So we came out strong. And we end strong. I do have the 2 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and I wasn't going to look, but I did. And I'm glad I did, because this is showing me that, you know, 2 of Wands is about taking that leap of faith. You know, truly taking that leap of faith. Okay, so I do have to say, you know, a line equals up to a 9. So, you know, for some of you, this may be about not carrying energy around, right? Because 9 of Swords is about unnecessary worry, too. Worry that we create. you know, so to speak, worry that we keep ourselves in. Let's put it that way. But you're surrounded here by two strong energies. And, you know, the Princess of Cups is looking over. The Queen of Wands is looking forward. So, this is the energy I need to take on. Nine of Swords, she's just down and out. You know, we don't want to take on that energy, you know, and we have fire and water. Fire and water surrounding it. Okay, but we want to remember, though, we have Temperance. And, my God, what video did I just do? Oh my God, I just did it. The weekend update. Temperance was all through it. So, that makes sense. Makes complete sense. You know, these, probably the readings are tying in. Okay. So, Princess of Cups. She has something coming to her. You know, if I have to say signs, you know, this could be a Pisces coming in, and you could be water yourself. You know, then you got Aries, Leo, Sag, and then you got Sag again. So Sag is being represented twice. I don't know. You know, I know some tie the Nine of Swords in with Virgo. And I could see that with the overanalyzing. That's about it. You know? Well, it can be any of us at any time. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and start clarifying. We're going to look at the Queen. Listen, this is confident energy. You know, this is intuition at its finest. And this is you knowing it. Like, this is you, you know how sometimes you wonder, like, is my intuition? Do I just, you know, is it my mind making me think it's my intuition? You know. Okay, well, that's my Virgo mind, so, yeah, I guess we are the Nine of Swords. And it's so funny, like, I will do that just on questions I have about myself. Like, anyone else, I'm so confident. Anyway. Well, I mean, I'm confident doing a reading for myself, but... Alright, so we have the Queen of Cups on top of the Queen of Wands. And, I mean, you know, excuse my language, but that may be exactly what's happening here. For some. And, you know, this is also the energy of, because I have the Princess here, and now I have the Queen. But the Queen is representing an aspect of the Queen of Wands. So she's either connected, or this is about our energy, right? So maybe what the Queen of Wands is passionate about here. You know, it could be love. This Queen of Cups is about having an open heart. I feel a few of you may be connected to a fire sign, and you may be worrying that they're flirting. You may feel, I don't know. Just make sure it's, you're not feeling that, because that's what seems to always happen in relationships with you. Okay? This is the type of energy we need. Like, we need to be direct with ourselves. Like, do I think it because, and listen, my God, I had the worst jealousy streak, but I realized it because when I was with, some of you know, I told you, an abusive guy for 5 years. Literally, I could not, like, it was the strangest thing. I could want to go to the bar, but then I had to look straight ahead. It's just crazy, because when I think back, there is nothing in me like that girl. You know what I mean? I have grown leaps and bounds. No one could ever do something like that again. But, so I thought I had all this strength. And I don't know why I'm telling you this. Maybe somebody needs to hear it. I stayed confident. And I thought I had all this strength. But what I realized is some of those horrible things, like jealousy, somehow got within me, because I wasn't like that before. So, like, I ended up with a stable man, and I became very, very jealous. It was crazy. But he did me a favor, and he told me. He was honest with me in a very kind way, but he pointed out the pattern, and it changed me. Okay. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but it did change me. And maybe that's somebody needed to hear that. Damn, maybe I'm the person giving you the hard truth. And sometimes it's hard to hear. Well, it's always hard to hear. But we always know within, right? We always know within if it's the truth or not. Our ego can be like, no way. But, our heart's going, ugh. Okay. Alright, so we're going to continue on. I have the 9 of Cups. I have strength. And I have the Lovers. Now, I don't know if I'm really just clarifying the Queen of Wands here, or if I am helping someone with their story. I'm looking at this Princess of Cups. And the girl in the 9 of Swords is looking at the Princess of Cups. So the worry is if something is coming to you. I feel for a lot of you, it is a person. And I have to say, my God, I was going to do a twin flame reading instead. But I thought, no, this is pretty important energy. But I do feel like it's seeping in a little bit, because I do feel that this is a twin. Okay? Now, I have the 9 of Cups up against the 9 of Swords. And I feel like they are, well, they're conflicting energy, right? They're opposites. one is hopeful, and the other is not. And I have the Nine of Cups standing next to the Queen of Cups. And, you know, I separated the cards. I don't mentally even know I'm doing that. So when I see it, then I know it's meant to go that way for some reason. So I have the Nine of Cups with the Queen of Cups. And Strength with the Lover's card. So, you know, someone's definitely wishing for a lover to come back. You know, it could be Leo, but got Gemini here. I have all water here. I have Fire of Swords, so. But there's probably an element within them. Okay, I don't know, but I feel like one way you'll know, I don't know, if like somebody needs like more clarification. One way you'll know is I feel this person could be, I don't want to say in the limelight, could be, but definitely someone who is not sitting in a corner, right? Doesn't sit in a corner. I feel like they have like a strong energy. You know, like they can kind of command a room, but not, you know, but with joy and happiness. Not always, but okay, that's the energy I'm feeling. Like I'm giving you this so you can hone in a little bit more. Now, that doesn't mean that they have to be like always that person, right? But you see that in them. You notice that, you know. Okay. So I do have the Princess of Cups receiving. And I do have the Lovers and Strength attached. And I definitely know you need an energy change, right? It's definitely showing me like the Nine of Cups up against the Nine of Swords, like a competition. Like what energy will beat what energy? But I know because you got the Queen of Cups next to you. You know, just be careful if you're down. Like, be careful. And it's a terrible thing to say to someone who's already down. What do I mean by that? Be careful. Think about what you're worrying about, okay? I have to tell you, for a few of you, you may be young. You know, you may be just going through a beginning stage of meeting at least a soulmate, okay? Because there's tremendous energy in that also. And it's not that I see struggle around it. I don't. Like, I do not see what you're worried about. I really don't. There's nothing here. So I am wondering, you know, the story, that long story I gave you, where, you know, I thought I was all healed and that I wasn't. So maybe you just need to look at that, right? Because there is no other energy that seems to be coming down on you. It's actually the opposite. There's more energy trying to lift you up, okay? Now, if you also are trying to get a twin, you have to bring your energy up, okay? You have to. Look, this is turning into a twin flame reading. But this is just attract love, period. And I'm noticing the Nine of Swords next to the Queen or the Princess of Cups receiving this love offer. And again, there's nothing around you. Now, I'm not saying things are perfect, okay? But I'm saying whatever you're thinking, oh man, especially during this new moon, like be careful, like what you're thinking, you're going to be bringing about, like really the last couple weeks. And that's what I'm worried about with this Nine of Swords right next to this Princess, who is receiving, okay? You have the Strength card below that, though. So this is telling me, like, you have that inner strength. Like, deep down, I know who I'm talking to knows the truth. Okay? So, I'm definitely feeling, and I feel this is for everyone, like, if my energy is low, and I can control, see, there's a difference. You know, if you're low because of things that are, you know, different things, and I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. No matter what, you still have to pick yourself up. Boy, this reading is not going like I thought. I want to look just at this Nine of Swords because I feel like it's important. And, you know, I'm sorry if you're not in it. Well, I'm not sorry if you're not in Nine of Swords, but this isn't your energy, but this feels important to me. Whoa. Oh, okay, excuse me. Couple cards flew. Okay. So we're looking just at the Nine of Swords. And, you know, the Nine of Swords can certainly mean quite a few things, but this is worry. You know, this is feeling pinned to the wall, that type of worry. This is, I'm trying to get out of it. I don't know how. I don't know how. I often feel this is the energy of thinking about someone and you can't stop. And you just want to stop, but you can't. You know, by the way, that energy also came up in the weekend update. And I feel that if this is you, you should go watch that video. Okay? But let's see what came up. Okay? Because that's not everyone in there. Alright, so I got two cards that came upward. We're going to take them. Look at that. I have the Nine of Swords again on the Nine of Swords. And I have the Chariot. Card of Cancer. You know, Princess of Cups is up there too. So for some, this is, you know, this is showing me it's a Cancer. Um, you know, a 9 and 9 is 18, which is a 9. So, gotta look at this energy, number one, okay, because, boy, it does look like it's doing a number. And you have the Chariot here. You know, it is under the Lover, so sorry, but this, again, feels twin flame. But nonetheless, you know, the Chariot doesn't come until the yin and yang are in control, right? It's not a tightening of the reins. It is her mind controlling the yin and yang. And with all these swords here, you don't have control of your mind right now. So you have, you know, everything showing me that you have the inner strength to overcome this way of thinking. And boy, listen, if you do, and you know this is you, and you know that this worry is not going to bring you anything, bring you anyone, you want to remember that the Aries new moon is about, you don't want to bring this energy forth, okay? Not if you can help it. Now, sometimes you're just down and out, right? You know, this still isn't about accepting it, right? I still have to rise. And I feel like the Chariot's over here waiting. Okay, let's see what's down here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. And we have the Six of Swords. And we're only looking at this Nine of Swords, where your mind is at, okay? It can relate to many different things. It's relating to dreams that, you know, some people, it's like dreams. Have you given up on your dreams? You know, do you think that they can't become your reality? You know, are you basing it on a past history? Because that's not going to work. It's just not going to work. It's going to keep you in that energy, okay? I know why I told my story now. So, I'm going to leave that there, but I do recommend, if that's, again, you, watch a weekend update with the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Look at that. I'm so happy to see this, because this is exactly what the Chariot is waiting for. You know, what I also love is the Six of Swords is coming after this Pentacle. So the universe isn't even saying, you know, get up and let down those swords and then you can have this new start. No. They're giving you this potential now, right? This is what she's walking towards. You know, this is, it's an inner strength and an outer strength. You know, it is the warrior of the land. This is about letting go of ego. So we need to think about that. Because many of our thoughts are based out of there, and then our imagination just gets carried away, right? She's setting them down. Again, it doesn't mean all is forgotten, but I want you to notice, because this is a difference I noticed in another deck. She's standing in a cold place. So, and she's alone. And it feels like she's been standing there a while, because the snow, the wetness is seeping into the bottom of her dress. It's climbing up. It's about to turn your heart into ice. This Queen of Cups, when she's operating out of her shadow, she is the Ice Queen. And that's what it looks like, male or female. Okay, so, and I'm not surprised, because with these two Nine of Swords coming out in each other, it's like something's going to seep in. That, again, very psychic energy, very intuitive energy. I mean, amped up. And maybe it's amped up for those who are going through exactly this. So I love seeing that. That means you're going to overcome that. No doubt. You're overcoming that. Just pay attention, okay? Like, definitely pay attention to the signs, the signs around you. Don't just push them off, okay? And every time you see a sign, thank, whoever you think that sign is from. Thank the divine, if you don't know. Thank you for that sign. Because the more you acknowledge it, the more signs you get. And, I don't know why I'm going to say this, but just like karma, how karma works. The more we push against it, the more pain we have. The more destiny is saying, no, you're to go this way. Like, this part of the soul contract is like not negotiable. That's what you wanted. So you keep trying to go your way, and things just get worse and worse and worse. They amplify. So the bad amplifies. If that's happening to you, understand that you're getting signs somewhere of the universe is making a soul suggestion, okay? It's almost like especially with this energy, again, very psychic energy. It's almost like it's enough. Okay. I love the cards that came out, though. And then I have that Chariot. And the Chariot is coming over the Lovers. And the Lovers is coming over the Queen, or the Princess of Cups, who is receiving this love offer. I can't call anything else with the Lovers here. I just can't. And there is a lot of water energy here. But we have a lot of, we have swords, we have everything on, so just don't worry about that. But this is normally a pretty unexpected offer. And when I'm saying offer, I mean, that can mean anything. That could be somebody asking you out. And, you know, think of yourself as the Fool this month. And the Fool is all about the adventure. The past does not define that Fool, which is you, right? Okay. But this is about something coming in pretty quickly. And listen, Temperance is overseeing this whole reading. So this is about balance. This is about divine timing, universal timing, your own soul's timing, right? What's already been written in the stars. And with the Nine of Cups here, you know, this means that you're heading into a rather joyful time, but you have to allow it, right? You know, I'm thinking of the Nine of Cups right now in this energy, and I'm thinking, especially with Temperance overlooking this energy, like very, very loving energy. I bet a lot of people connect. I just do. I just got this overwhelming feeling like a lot of souls, like soulmates, are going to start really connecting. Don't worry about your twin flame, okay? Don't even worry about that. A twin flame will come into your life when it is time. Period. And if they come in before that, it is pain and heartache. The worst kind. So don't wish for it, right? Just let go of that and let divine will bring it in. You will meet when you're meant to, if you're meant to in this lifetime. Because remember, you're together, I feel, in another dimension, right? So, you know, your souls are together, or your spirit is together. And, you know, from, let's just say the other side, you know, Earth time is like, what, minutes? I don't even know, but, you know, from what I understand, it is like, it's pretty fast. And our job when we go back home is to, you know, almost sit around with our soul family and go through our experiences, learn who we hurt and how did it feel to them. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So as much as you can learn here, I don't know. I mean, not that anything's bad, but you don't have to take it on, right? It is a lesson learned. Once a lesson learned, it is learned. Period. Doesn't have to be repeated. So you don't want to keep bringing bad karmic cycles to you, because karma is about what we plant today is coming back. Right? We are what we eat. That type of thing. Okay. I don't know why, but this reading is like tiring me. Okay, I'm just going to ask for a final clarification. I apologize to those. Well, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I have the Page of Swords. Beautiful. I love seeing the Page of Swords after these Nine of Swords. Beautiful. And I have the King of Wands. Excellent. You know, we have Leo represented twice and actually touching each other. So, for some of you, this offer in some way, okay? There's a lot of swords here, so it could be communication, some type of communication coming your way. And for some of you, I cannot, you know, I have to mention Leo because you're here twice. I definitely feel this Page of Swords came out letting us know that this is often what I feel, the wounded warrior. This is the one who, is just got the sword, is still learning the sword, but feels confident, right? But it's still got to be careful. This is definitely a card of watching communication. Communication can be difficult, but it's only for a period of time. Okay, this could certainly be talking about Mercury retrograde. But nonetheless, this is the energy of doing something. The Page of Swords is also about this time being difficult, okay, a little challenging. But it also talks about this challenge is nothing we cannot handle. Okay, that's the thing. We can handle it. So there's bottom line is there's so much worry. And I feel it. And to get that 9 of Swords twice, and that also, you get 999. Something, we're just not letting go of. Something, this may be a lesson you have been through 3 times. You may have been with someone, broken up, gone back, broken up. This may be your 3rd time. And my God, if it's your 3rd time, just let the universe direct you. You know what I mean? Like, stop directing yourself for a little bit. And ask for your angels just to direct you for a little while. Okay, because I just want whoever in that energy to get out of it. Because this Queen of Cups, I could see her, she can be very, very loving energy. And, I do feel, like in the beginning of this reading, I felt that the Queen of Wands was very strong, positive, psychic energy. And, with the 9 of Cups and this Queen, I felt this was very loving, open-hearted type of energy, and passionately, both. And you may be the ones with the Leo, in one way or another. You may be Leo. But it's clearly showing me, because I'm even looking now how the Lovers and the Chariot are together. If nothing else, it's just meant to be. We may have a misconception that when we get with a soulmate or a twin flame, that everything's just our whole life is just going to change. And sometimes that happens. But sometimes it happens in time. Sometimes you fall in love slowly. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that it's any less good. It may be better. This could be starting as a friendship, getting to know each other on that level. I have to say, my twin and I are going through that because we're long distance, and so we talk. We talk a lot. And that's great because it opens, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? If you're long distance, you know what I mean. You get to know someone on a much deeper level. So I don't look at it as a curse. I look at it as a blessing. And, it's coming together. So when it comes together, it'll be time to come together, right? I don't know if the two of us would have talked about the things that we have talked about. I mean, really, I don't know. And I'm sorry I'm using so much of my own stories. Okay, I'm going to do just a final clarification. Matter of fact, I'm going to pick these up. And I actually want to use the Illuminato, because I did want to keep this short. But I do want to have any final clarification. I'll probably do a twin flame reading tomorrow, just because I feel the energy so strongly. I have 7 of Pentacles. I have the 5 of Pentacles. I have my cards in reverse. I have the 8 of Swords. Bingo. And I have the Wheel. Beautiful. Beautiful. Depending on your energy, right? Because the wheel's moving no matter what. You know, life is evolving no matter what. Karma is developing no matter what. I can see that with 7 of Swords against the wheel here. Not against it, but really working together here. And the energies I have between the 5 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords. So, and both cards can talk about fear. The 5 of Pentacles does talk about what I call this, the wounded warrior. Not, I don't call it, that's what it is. The wounded warrior. Man, this came up in the weekend reading too. You know, because I feel the same thing. Like, you know, I just have to remind you that you can be wounded, but you're still a warrior. It's just who you are on soul level. You are a warrior. Even if you're wounded right now. Right? Through that will come experience. Will come a blessing. It will. And, you know, it's like, especially with the Princess of Cups and Temperance. And Temperance was talking about this on the weekend reading. That, you know, we can concentrate on what we're wounded about, right? Which keeps the warrior part down. Or the warrior part can come into play, right? You can be like, yeah, I am wounded, but I'm still a warrior. Well, there's balance. There is balance. You don't have to be like, I am healed. Yeah, you'll still have balance, right? But right now, the universe is just saying, just acknowledge that you're wounded, but remember that you're a warrior. That's all. Remember who you are. And remember what's wounded right now is on a human level. Even if this is a twin flame, your twin flame and you will be together for eternity. So, remember that, okay? Okay, whoa. So, you know, and the 8 of Swords is self-inflicted. So, you got to break, it's just breaking free from that. I clearly feel like this is saying that some of us are either living within our wounds and forgetting we're a warrior. I feel like that's what this whole reading is about. We got to remember who we are first on a soul level, and then think about things. Then start to rationalize. Then start to balance things out. You know, then you start to look at things differently. It's a different type of perspective. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it there. You know, this is destiny, though. I just want you to know that. And with the Seven of Pentacles next to this, you know, this is, I just feel like this is about you going after whatever it is you want to go after, right? Don't allow yourself to stay in an illusion. Sometimes, you know, planets going into retrograde can do that too. So we have to be aware of that. Like, is this Mercury retrograde? I mean, I did 3 videos the other day, was uploading them, everything was fine. Went back to check, because they were taking forever. And they were all gone. They were just gone. My screen went back to the screensaver, and my videos just went away. You know, I got frustrated, I got mad, and then I thought to myself, it's fucking Mercury retrograde. It happens to me all the time. So, I shouldn't be surprised anymore, right? And I wasn't, and I let it go. I just let it go. Okay, guys, you know, I want to leave this on a good note, because I want you to look at the 4 corners. You know, especially with Temperance, overlooking this. This is about divine timing. This is about the ability to go after whatever you want. Like, I feel like there's no limits. You know, and we open with this strong, beautiful, confident, psychic woman. So, there's strength here, right? And she is standing next to that 9 of Swords. You know, I don't feel she's the cause at all. I feel she's more of a symbol of who you are, right? And with her cat sitting on her lap, and me really taking notice of that, I feel that, man, you're just going to intuitively, if not psychically, know. Like, maybe you're going to have some type of awakening within this energy. Like, man, what have I been doing? Right? Because with the 5 of Pentacles, you know, even though I'm a wounded warrior, I'm on the go. I'm moving on out. Whether I'm forced or not, I am on the go. I am arising from where I wanted to go anyway within the 7 of Pentacles. Right? I'm going on my destined path. And there are always going to be challenges on these paths. Like, there just always is. But, like the Queen of Wands and Temperance standing here, what you learn, you know, what you learned in that 9 of Swords, as a soul lesson is absorbed into your energy field forever. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging in there. It felt like a very strange type of reading, but yeah, definitely some people needed to hear this. I feel like it's coming from your guides. And by the way, there is no judgment here, okay? I want you to understand that. So, because I feel like someone's feeling like guilty or feeling mad at themselves, or like right now, like mad at themselves, or as I was talking about this, even like embarrassed. No. Let that go. That's you just adding to this worry, okay? No judgment. None whatsoever. The only one who's judging you is you. Remember that. Okay, guys. I love you. Thank you so much. I am definitely going to try to do a twin flame reading tomorrow. It definitely needs to come out. I can feel it, and part of it did here, you know, but it wasn't all about the twin flame. This is about going after it. Definitely. This is about getting out of the house. Getting out of the house, like going to have adventure, dancing. Going to see old-time films. I don't know. Get creative, okay? All right, guys. Sorry. I love you. I will probably see you really soon. All right. Bye-bye.